Feel free to stop now.
Go ahead.
Just, you guys looking to get out of tonight's game?
Just another opportunity for us to get better in areas that we need to focus on. I think a lot of times you go into these games and you're worried about your opponent too much. For us, we have areas of growth that we need to take steps in. So I think the focus really is on us tonight.
And just a great stretch for you all recently. Just what's been behind that?
Just a different focus. I think obviously the athlete's attitude in terms of wanting to come in and wanting to play well and do things the way we need to do in order to be successful. And contribution from everybody. I think during that stretch, we used everybody and it was needed. And everybody ready to go and ready to play.
And for the players, obviously tonight could be a big, night with Diana reaching 10,000 potentially. Just how do you, balance the emotions of that and, just focusing on the game at hand?
I mean, it's, a great night. Obviously, there'll be a lot of people tuning in, so that's always great for women's basketball. Obviously we want to come in and play well and do our thing. And I just think, it'll be a great celebration of women's basketball.
D-Rob, can you talk a little bit about Diana since you spent the season here?
Yeah, well, I think Dee was so fun to play with. From the moment I, got here, she welcomed me with open arms. Such a great teammate, always looking out, wants the best for everybody. And so, yeah, definitely. I think I was there when she took over the most points in the league. I think that was, the year that I was here. Obviously great player, even better person.
Nisha, I have to ask you because you played at Penn State with Kelly Mazzanti, one of the great scorers of all time. You go to Seattle, you play with Lauren, you play with Sue, you're in New York with Tina, you play with
I've been lucky my whole career.
but those matchups with Phoenix and Seattle is always a battle, and you always had Diana. So talk about those early days that you had to defend her and what it was like.
Just fun. I mean, anytime you can compete against one of the best, like Dee is arguably one of the best players that ever played our game. So to be able to go out there and just compete against something like that every single night, I knew every night that it was going to be a battle. I knew every night that I had to be prepared and ready to defend my ass off, and I knew every night that, it was a possibility that I would get it handed to me, but that she would have to work for that. So Dee is just such a fierce competitor. And when you compete at that level, when you're a competitor yourself, it makes it fun. So we always had epic battles as teams because of the competitive nature that was always involved. And Dee always brings that out. Being how great she is, she always brings that out.
How have you seen her game change?
Well, she still can shoot that thing. You know what I mean? That's what Dee does best is her ability to shoot, her ability to have a killer instinct when needed. Father time is father time, so that's a part of it. But other than that, she still has the mindset to kill, and she still can shoot the ball really, really well. So Dee is always going to be, she's not the same Dee, doesn't have the same energy. You know what I mean? So probably picks and chooses her spots. Being a little bit smarter in that way. But same killer mindset and same shot for sure.
We'll move to Zoom. Hunter, go ahead.
Yeah, for D-Rob, still relatively low volume, but you're on pace to set a career high in 3-point shooting this season. Did you experiment with any mechanical changes over the offseason, or is it just a mindset thing for you?
More mindset and just a wider base. I think I was my footwork got a little bit too narrow, so I wasn't getting the power that I needed, but just a little simple tweak.
And Kevin Young, go ahead.
First off, I would like to say congrats to Coach T for winning Coach of the Month award. Question for D-Rob in LA. Can you both give me your take on why Coach deserves to be candidate for Coach of the Year? Ooh, yeah.
I think it's obvious, just like Ryan was talking about, not only internally, but when other players and other teams can just realize the hard work that she's putting in on this team. I think that speaks volumes. She's a coach that demands a lot from us, but it's in a way that is going to push us forward. And I think that has been showing in how we started the season and how we're playing now. And I think that when you have a coach that's able to do that, then she'll get all the recognition that she deserves.
Amen.
Your turn, D-Rob.
I think T deserves coach of the year. You know, like LA said, the way that she pushes us to be great every single night. She's our biggest supporter, biggest cheerleader. But she also demands greatness. And I think that you've been able to see that over the course of the season. You know, integrating new players, the way that she leads us, the energy you see on the sidelines that, you know, inspires us to play even harder for her. So you know, I think we've taken on her toughness, you know, that she had as a player, and I think that she deserves everything coming her way.
Thanks.
Any more questions in the room? Good. Thank you.
Thank you.